In this episode of Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory, we'll look at the Cepheus region and show you how to find these beautiful deep sky objects. The Cocoon Nebula, the Iris Nebula, and the Fireworks Galaxy NGC 6946. All right, let's go star hopping. Hey, hello, hi, and welcome to episode 38 of Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory. I'm Dave Hearn, and it makes me feel chipper to be your host. In this series of programs, we'll show you the most beautiful sights in the night sky and explain exactly how to find them with your binoculars or your telescope. So tonight we're going to investigate another constellation well up in the northeastern sky in mid-July. It's Cepheus the King, mate to Queen Cassiopeia that we discussed last week. Although Cepheus lies a little outside the swath of faint light that is the Milky Way, there are still many great deep sky objects in the area. But as a warning, the three targets tonight are pretty faint and will require larger telescopes, so I'll be giving you a bit of a challenge. You've had it easy the last few weeks with our star hopping targets, so it's time to do a little work. But these types of targets are the most rewarding ones when you find them. I don't get much of a chance to image objects in Cepheus because of a large tree that lives just northeast of the observatory. Additionally, our little town of St. Cloud is in that direction, so the local Walmart tends to create a pretty good light dome in the northeastern sky. We're much better off to the south. So Cepheus is not a very well-known constellation because it's not particularly bright, but it does have one bright star called Alderaan, which we'll use as our home base. Cepheus is located between Cassiopeia, Cygnus, and the massive circumpolar constellation of Draco the Dragon. As far south as Florida, it never sets, and it's in the sky all night, although it's best seen through the summer months as it rises high into the northeastern sky. So we're going to start off with a tougher object tonight, aimed at those of you with large scopes, say 10 inches or larger. We'll check out the home of a celestial butterfly right after this message. Kissimmee Park Observatory would like to thank our wonderful supporters on Patreon. Your contributions will allow us to create and provide more quality astronomy content. We appreciate your generosity and support.
Star hopping target number 1.
The Cocoon Nebula IC 5146 is a faint but beautiful combination of nebulae across the border into the constellation of Cygnus. Like other stellar nurseries, the Cocoon Nebula holds a bright red emission nebula, blue reflection nebula, and a dark absorption nebula. Inside the cocoon is a developing cluster of stars. The massive central star provides the energy source for much of the light coming from this nebula. So what you'll be looking for primarily is the open cluster associated with the nebula. Once you've found it, you can pop in your light pollution rejection filter, like an oxygen 3 filter, in order to see the nebula. So let's hunt down the cocoon. Let's start out at bright Alderaan in Cepheus. Move 5 degrees down to the lower right to the famous Mu Cephei, also known as Herschel's garnet star. Notice the deep red-orange color of this star. So this next one is a bit tough. Move 7 degrees across the border into Cygnus to 4th magnitude a Cepheus. Say that 3 times fast. Now move 2 degrees to the lower right to 4th magnitude Pi 2 Cygni. Now move about 2.5 degrees in the same direction and you'll pick up a star cluster. Pop in your nebula filter and see if you can pick up the round shape of the Cocoon Nebula. This is definitely considered a challenge object, but it does have some size at 12 minutes of arc. So next is another somewhat difficult object, but there's a beautiful open cluster associated with it. So those of you with both small and large telescopes can get in on this one. We'll locate it right after this.
Star hopping target number 2.
The Iris Nebula is a gorgeous reflection nebula behind a nice open cluster. The nebula is centered around a 7th magnitude star. Within the iris itself, dusty nebular material surrounds a hot young star. The main color of the brighter reflection nebula is blue, which is the characteristic of dust grains in the surrounding area that reflects the starlight. To find this cosmic flower, we'll again start at the bright star Alderaan. Move about 7 degrees to the lower left to the fairly bright third magnitude star Alpherk. So here's a leap of faith. Move about 3 degrees up and slightly right to locate the open cluster associated with the Iris Nebula. So do the same trick as last time and screw that nebular filter onto your eyepiece and see if you can pick up any of the nebulosity. The Iris Nebula NGC 7023 is a gorgeous object in long exposure astrophotos. There are several dark nebula areas that block the glow of the nebula behind them. The Iris Nebula is about 6 light years across and lies about 1,300 light years away. We'll finish up this episode with a galaxy that's currently setting off fireworks. We'll find it right after this.
Star hopping target number 3.
The Fireworks Galaxy, cataloged as NGC 6946, is another somewhat faint 9th magnitude galaxy in the constellation of Cepheus. The reason it's been named the Fireworks Galaxy, there's been 9 supernovae identified within the galaxy over the last 100 years. This beautiful face-on spiral spans nearly 40,000 light years across, and it's set in a field of foreground stars from our own galaxy. This one appears quite close to the plane of our own Milky Way galaxy, so it's partially obscured by all the interstellar matter found in this part of the sky. So this one is an easier star hop than the last two. Let's start once again from 2nd magnitude Alderaan. Move 3 degrees upward to 3rd magnitude Eta Cephei. Now move about 2 degrees to the upper right to find a pair of 6th magnitude stars. Now move about 1.5 degrees straight up to locate the exploding Fireworks Galaxy. So why is this galaxy so active? It seems to be undergoing a tremendous burst of star formation with really no obvious cause. In many cases, spirals light up when they interact with another galaxy, but the Fireworks Galaxy appears relatively isolated in space, so we don't really know what's causing all this excitement. So let's review. We started off with the beautiful Cocoon Nebula, actually found across the border into the constellation of Cygnus the Swan. Then we moved back into the center of Cepheus to locate the mysterious-looking reflection nebula, the Iris Nebula. Finally, we moved just a bit above our signpost star Alderaan to find the galaxy with a history of generating supernovas, NGC 6946, otherwise known as the Fireworks Galaxy. So that does it for this week's episode. You can find the show notes on our website at kpobservatory.org/sh038, where you can comment and leave any questions that you may have. Well, I can't believe that KPO's European Astronomy Tour is almost here. Next week will be the last star hopping episode. Well, not for good, don't worry. The Astronomy Tour will last for 10 weeks while I'm gallivanting around Scandinavia and the UK. After that, around the middle of September, I'll be back with star hopping to guide you through the autumn night skies. So if you'd like to get some of the inside scoops on the amazing places we'll be visiting on our 9-country tour, you can sign up for our KPO European Astronomy Tour mailing list on our website at kpobservatory.org/euro-astro-tour. This newsletter will contain links to movies and images that won't be presented in the regular episodes. Also on that page, you can see our actual published dates for the specific episodes. It's going to be an amazing trip, and I'd love to take you with me virtually. Well, thank you very much for joining me here, and I'll see you next week with more star hopping tips and tricks.
I'm Cassie, and I hope you've enjoyed star hopping around the Milky Way. We'll continue to bring you these video astronomy tutorials every week on Thursday, and in their podcast format on Fridays. They'll be designed to help you find deep sky objects that are up in the sky at the time we post them on the internet. The reason we create these videos and podcasts is to help beginning amateur astronomers learn the sky and get more enjoyment out of their telescopes and astronomy in general. If you have any requests for potential targets in the night sky that you would like to see us discuss, just let us know down in the comments section below or on our website blog. Don't miss our free field notes for this episode, basically the script of the show, with all the images and star charts we use for our star hopping activities. You can get them for free at kpobservatory.org/fieldnotes. If this is the first time you're checking out star hopping, and if you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the big yellow button, click the thumbs up on the video, and please share this tutorial out to your friends who like looking at stars. Also, as I just mentioned, please feel free to leave any question or comment below, and we'll be sure to respond quickly. Please follow KPO on Facebook, where we post all of our astronomical digital images, and keep everyone informed about upcoming astronomical events. We'd love to hear from you to discuss all this great stuff up in the sky. All the links to these places in cyberspace, including our website, kpobservatory.org, can be found below in the episode notes as well. And finally, if you feel this video provides you value, and if you'd like to see more, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where for a small amount per video, you can support our efforts, and help us make even more great astronomy tutorials, just like this one. So bye for now, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory.